The 39 now. They'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ricky.
Here's Darnold. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Prescott. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We're going to 52. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
There you go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. What's the run?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch it before. Stay with your man. Switch it, hey. Pump. Hey, watch that. Here we go, 46. Mike, 50, 26.
Now Prescott. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Henry Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Get out there. 57's Mike. 57's a Mike. 57.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken around the 12. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go, son. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Check.
Darnold now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
And blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Austin. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Henry Anderson there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Gun. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. 54.
Prescott now. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, Elliott. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford there for the stop. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Don't get nervous. Motion. Mike's by 4.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
I can't believe what you play. We'll go 47. Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54, 26.
Throwing, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 15 yards on the play, first down. As soon as he caught that toss and looked upfield, you could tell they had a big numbers advantage blocking-wise.
They certainly did, which means oftentimes your safety will be unblocked. That means he's got to play it from what they call inside out. Don't let the running back cut back across your face. Keep him pinned to the sideline and go make the tackle.
Then he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
What's that? Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, watch the slant.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A screen to Bell. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the punt, they have a long way to go if they want to tie this football game.
And when you say a long way to go, you mean the full 99 yards backed up almost as far as you can be. And they also have to be aware that the defense is going to come after them. A lot of defense will blitz and attack in this situation.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
54. Mike, 47. Yeah, QB's traps. Let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Guys, it's not small.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions, and you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year, but he's really on the uptick. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard.
Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, kill. 27.
To throw is Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Seventh play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So on fourth down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
That's it, baby.
Third down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. Cooper was the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Felt, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
Now Darnold. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Gresham, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Malcolm Smith there for the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 36, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
10th carry now for Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And maybe some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
What's up? Mike's by 4. Oh, you got deep? He's crashing. What's up?
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We own now.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
We're going to sign. Check. Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Thomas, incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the counter, here's Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. They go to Elliott again. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. They can't hang with us. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Hey, kill.
Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Pick it up. Kill.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Dallas.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Prescott to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Henry Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Prescott from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Williams. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. This one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. So nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Then we're going to 53. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Man, that's 26.
Now Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Here we go. Mike 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, 47. Mike 5-4. 26.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.